If you have been playing Rocket League for longer than a week, you may have noticed a certain trend. We are of course talking about air dribbling. Air dribbling basically allows you to move the ball from A to B, where others can clear the ball without proper experience. And it's also really hard to predict your dribble, as you change your speed by using the boost button only. This overall makes it one of the harder shots to defend, but how exactly do you perform such witchcraft and wizardry? Let's have a look. Just like in my last tutorial, I will break the video down into 3 parts. The first part being preparation or the pre-air dribble phase, the second part being the air dribble itself, and last but not least, I will show you some different situations with example videos. Before we even worry about dribbling the ball in the air, we need to get the ball to a position where it's possible to do so. There are many ways of getting the ball into a good position, the most commonly used one being rolling the ball towards the wall from a relatively straight angle, followed by a single or double jump once on the wall. So first of all, you need to stop the ball from bouncing. This is very important, you don't want the ball to bounce. Once the ball is safely on the ground, roll it towards the wall. And a quick side note here, you need to be sticking very close to the ball when dribbling up the ramp for optimal takeoff. Now this is where timing is crucial. Hit the jump button as soon as you're not on the ramp anymore. Be sure to maintain a speed similar to the ball's speed. You don't want to drive any faster than the ball, because when you do, you shoot the ball too far away when you jump and it gets hard to control it. And on the other hand, if you drive too slow, the ball will roll down off your car and you'll not be able to air dribble anymore. And if you're new to this, don't worry, go to free training, dribble the ball from the middle towards the side wall and try to get a feel for it. Because life isn't perfect, there will be situations where the ball doesn't stick to the wall, but rather bounces away from the ball. Now how can you prevent this from happening, you ask? It's simple, just lower your speed so that you're not shooting the ball up the ramp, and make sure the ball sticks to the ground when you're dribbling. I like to think that there is a specific speed range you should stick to get the perfect results when going up the ramp. Now you might say this method sounds perfect, where do I sign up, right? But cool it, champ. There is one downside to this wall method, as defenders will often try to intercept and tackle you on your way, so be prepared to take the longer route from time to time. Now another way you can start off your air dribble is to jump, then boost into the ball from underneath, very quickly after the ball has bounced. Even when you fail, you can turn back to defense really quickly. However, if you were to jump off the wall, you would have no possible way of returning back to goal in time after a failed attempt. You can use this technique even in ranked solos, as it is a very low risk, high reward method. Now with the takeoff out of the way, let's talk about the air dribble itself. The possibilities are endless when in the air. It would take me lifetimes to show every technique. That's why in this video I will mainly talk about the most simple air dribbling method. If you want me to do a tutorial on, let's say, freestyle air dribbles, just let me know in the comment section below and I will get to it. Alright, enough of that. Let's say we are currently on the wall after having dragged the ball to a wall. Now, as I said before, we need to jump to get it off the wall. Press the jump button without holding any direction. Now the following is very important. After you take off, use your air roll button to rotate your car 90 degrees to the left and face directly towards the ball. Now that you're facing the ball, you should get even more height, so it gets even harder for the opponents to save your shot. Simply boost as much as you need towards the ball's south side to increase your overall height. When done, stop boosting for a moment and start pushing the ball directly towards your position's goal or your target with your boost. And always try to fly in the same speed as the ball. If you had enough practice, you should be able to tell how much you need to use your boost and air roll when air dribbling. Before you go for an air dribble though, always make sure you have enough boost to perform this, as this usually takes at least 40 boosts to do. And don't forget that every touch can throw off your opponents. Always try to get as many touches in as you can, but be careful to not hit the crossbar, that happens a lot and you have to accept it. You can also use your air roll button to change direction mid-air. Make use of your air roll button when you think you're gonna miss your target. Once you get the hang of air dribbling, you can go full beast mode and add freestyle moves to your air dribbles. I won't be talking about them in this specific video. Specific, alright. You know what, let's continue, I don't even care. As I said before, I will do in another video if you suggest me though. Now we pretty much covered the technique, but let us talk about some stuff that you should always avoid. Number 1. Never hit the ball with the underside of your car unless you know what you're doing. because if you do so, it will take away all of your momentum and make it really hard for you to continue your air drag. Numero dos. Overshooting the ball and leaving the ball behind. This will make it absolutely impossible to regain control, and you're better off just getting back onto the ground and seeking for a new opportunity. Alright guys, I really hope this video was helpful, and to anyone who's freshly starting, all I can say is don't give up. Go to free play, go into an exhibition match where you have a slow motion mutator set, and just practice, practice and practice. That being said, I will now leave you with a few example videos, and I hope you can get a better idea about how things work. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.